I'm here to be a goalkeeper. I'm working on motion capture for FIFA 15. EA has obviously made a big push to change and revamp the goalkeeper position, which I, of course, love. I feel like it's a rite of passage. You know, I've passed the test now that I got to wear this tight suit with the probes. But we did lots of goalkeeping, one-on-ones, punching, kicking, you know, all things that are real particulars, not your just run-of-the-mill stand, dive left, dive right. You know, all real-time stuff. It was cool. Chicharito, he's my nemesis. You know, he lives near me. We live in South Manchester, and so I see him quite often. He's a great guy. He's a fantastic guy. He's an extraordinary talent. You know, he's an interesting one because not a lot of Mexican players have made it in the Premier League. But not only has he made it there, he's done very, very well. For me, he's not your prototypical Mexican player because he runs the line. He doesn't often come short for balls and link up play. He likes to run beyond, and he usually gets one up on me. So I owe him a few. You know, so I enjoy the challenge. I love the challenge of trying to pit myself against the best strikers. You know, Dos Santos is, for the last, 5 or 6 years, has really been one of Mexico's go-to players. Supremely talented. You know, again, a guy who has left Mexico and done very well in Europe. He's so threatening because he's a magician with the ball. He can do amazing things and brilliant things, and you know, he's a player that if Dos Santos is in the lineup, you're fearful of the Mexican team because he's so talented. Well, Ochoa, of course, he's a talented goalkeeper. He showed that at the World Cup. I think he was one of the best goalkeepers at the World Cup, and you know, it was nice to see the goalkeepers from our region of the world play well. So it was exciting to see. I've always respected him as a goalkeeper. I've played against him many times, and you know, he's kept Mexico in a lot of big games against us, and it was good. It was nice to see him play so well. Probably one of the saves in the Portugal game. It was a moment where I believe Nani hit the ball, the original ball, and it actually moved, and it swerved, and it dipped on me, and didn't catch me by surprise, but it moved. It hit the post, and it came back out, and so I was trying to do everything to keep the ball out so it didn't look horrendous, you know. And then I read the shooter, and he actually hit the ball into the ground. And so I knew where he was going, but then he mishit it. So anyway, it was a cluster of errors really that turned out to be what most people talk about is one of my best saves. So I'll go with that. You know, back when we were in high school, we played soccer. We got laughed at because that was like kind of the wimpy sport, you know. And now, like, I've got friends in the NFL who are scoring goals and running around and taking their shirt off and, you know, acting like kids. And so it's really bridging the gap, you know. And I think the coolest thing about what FIFA has done over the last 5 or 10 years is that it's educated people in the game of soccer. It's been really cool to get the invite and be here and be a huge part of making the goalkeeping position for FIFA 15 just lights out. Awesome.